For the first time in almost a year, we're off the boat, driving a car, staying in a square bed on flat ground. Thanks to Andre, one of our viewers here, who gave us the use of his beautiful Audi, we decided to take use of that and go up to the Blue Mountains behind Sydney. After a year now in Australia, Marie has basically just seen water on one side and the coast on the other side of the boat. Really didn't see any of Australia, so we took this opportunity to drive up to the mountains, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty cool adventure. We've also got some pretty big news to share with you guys later in the video, so stick around for that. It's going to be life-changing.
The train on platform 1 goes to Bondi Junction.
Where are we going, baby?
Going on an adventure.
What kind of adventure?
Well, we're actually going off the boat. Well, we're off the boat now, obviously. But the first time in about a year, we're going to stay off the boat and sleep somewhere else. We're going to the Blue Mountains. Yeah, and you're looking forward to this?
Yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, I didn't see much of the landscape inland. I love mountains in general, so I think I'm going to be pretty happy over there. Yeah, and having a little bit of different view and different kind of adventures. It's gonna be pretty nice. So we are leaving the suburb of Sydney. Is that a nice car to drive?
Yeah, it's always a bit of a challenge getting back in car driving mode after driving the boat.
When was the last time you drove a car?
It wasn't that long ago. We borrowed a car. I know, it was with Andre in the cabaret the other day going for lunch, but just getting back in car mode, and you know, we're moving at the speed of light compared to what we do on a sailing boat, so that's pretty cool. We're only doing 100, but that's yeah, 10 times faster than what we do on Trade Runner.
We first stopped in Katoomba as we were advised to see some of the cafes who seems to be stuck in time. And that was the case. Nice tavern-style decoration, medieval music, fresh delicious food and coffee. A good way to rewarm ourselves.
What you got here?
We've got the Yellow Deli. Date and apple pie. What do you get?
Hey, I've got the soup.
After our hot beverages, we decided to visit some of the antiques and second-hand shops, as the place is also well known for the cabinets of curiosity.
What did you find? Vernon God.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not completely God, just sometimes. Like Captain, basically.
We took the road again, as the place we booked is still far away. The weather was cold and not that sunny, so it was good to enjoy the beautiful landscapes of hills and lakes from the warmth of the car. After a few hours of driving through the countryside, we finally get to the place we will spend the night, Springmead Farm.
They're welcoming us.
Hey. Hey, birds.
Here we are.
Yeah. Top of the mountain. What's this place called?
Springmead.
Springmead. Out in the middle of nowhere. This is not technically the Blue Mountains anymore, I guess. We went through the Blue Mountains and down the other side, past Lithgow, or somewhere close to Lithgow. But yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere, and this is a sort of horse stud farm, and yeah, Marie found this place. It looks nice.
Springmead Farm is a lovely place up to 1,100 meters of altitude, with an amazing open view. The nice couple who are living here, Marjorie and Greg, have a lovely bed and breakfast.
Nice view.
Yeah, it's a real country style. You're just looking out. It's sort of cool. I sort of grew up like this, just looking out in country, cows eating down there and birds flying around. Pretty cool. There's mum and dad.
Oh yeah.
The nights were nice and comfortable, even if the temperatures were close to zeros this morning. I was happy to enjoy the fireplace and even more the amazing breakfast that our hosts prepared to us. Nice full cream milk from the farm, delicious muesli and muffins, and the incredible rare in Australia, butter croissant.
Ooh, beautiful. So crispy. Yeah, it smells better.
One.
Yeah. That's a real croissant.
The wind and the clouds disappeared, letting us with a nice warm sun for our exploration in the Blue Mountains. We visited the classic Three Sisters and the Wentworth Falls.
Alright guys, I guess at the start we gave a little bit of a tease, saying there's going to be some big news. So yeah, what's the big news, babe? What's all this hullabaloo about?
We are quitting sailing.
Yeah, catamaran shit, we're selling it. We're over everything.
No, we are not doing that.
We still love the sailing life. It is fun and we're looking forward to lots more adventures. But we're going to have a big adventure coming up soon. What's it going to be, babe?
Yeah, for 3 months you didn't see me much on the boat, I suppose, because in fact we are starting to be 3 aboard and I was pretty sick, and yeah, for the moment it's going pretty good, so if everything going well we should be parents in autumn.
Well, autumn, it's autumn now.
In autumn in Europe.
Autumn, like home time. Yeah, we've probably been giving a few little signs in the last couple of 5 videos. Yeah, Marie hasn't been feeling that good sailing, taking the bus, things like that. But yeah, she is feeling really nauseous, basically from halfway through Eden up to here. And yeah, she's got the bun in the oven.
The bun in the oven, that's
yeah, it's going to be a big change. Pretty excited. I thought that I'd skip this adventure in life, but I'm pretty happy to make this. Yeah, it's a big step for me. I'm pretty ancient already. I should be having grandkids probably, let alone just kids, but Marie is young enough and sturdy enough to bring us a awesome little grom into the world, and we're going to we're going to bring her up in a way that we like too, on the boat amongst, you know, different people of the world, in a good, simple way, and not neither of us really not appreciate, but we can't imagine really a normal school system, normal, you know, soccer on the weekends. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just for our lifestyles. Hey, bloody helicopters. We're up here in the Blue Mountains and it's quiet and tranquil, and then a helicopter flying over. Yeah, so I guess we can give you a quick roundup of our plans. Obviously, we have told recently that we are changing plans, and yeah, obviously that meant not going to Tasmania. That wasn't really because of the baby, although
we were not knowing at this stage. I was starting to be sick without knowing, but yeah, anyway, the weather and the problems on the boat were the main reason.
It was the end of the season, too late basically, but we're sort of happy we didn't go now, because all the rough weather down there would have been I would have been on my own basically. And then the plan was to go to New Zealand. Well, we've canned that plan. A little bit because of the pregnancy, and also a little bit just because we've realised that life on a boat is just much nicer in hot areas, in warm areas, warm water, clear water that you can get in. We didn't go swimming once since we left. Well, I went once in Eden, I think, but yeah, we just like to spend hours in the water, and if you have to put a wetsuit on each time, it's just for us, it takes the fun away from it.
And also I realized, like, as you saw in the videos, like, I am not a born sailor, I'm still learning and I'm not always comfortable, and definitely the south part of Australia was already a bit sporty for me, even in the cat. And yeah, like, New Zealand is really, I think, even more engaged sailing, and especially if we have a baby, I think it's not the moment right now to do it. No. I'm not feeling, even by myself, really comfortable to go in rough weather with a sailing boat if it's a cold place, and yeah, you have the weather changing all the time. But yeah, with the baby, even less.
Yeah, so basically we're heading north. Well, it'll probably be me heading north in about 3 weeks from now, so start of May. Marie's flying back to France to be with her family, and going to stay there until the baby comes.
Yeah, for like 2 reasons. Like, I decided that because I was really sick on the boat with the pregnancy, but now it's better. Anyway, my visa was running out at 15th of June, so I had to get out anyway. And being pregnant in another country when you don't have the health insurance, even if I have a health insurance in Australia, it's not taking the pregnancy as like, it's only if I have an emergency thing, not for this kind of things. So that was more easy to go back to France with my family. I already know the places and the doctors I would like to see. So.
And also getting a passport for the kid afterwards and all that sort of thing, so we can continue traveling. And yeah, being with your mum, right? Like, that's a big thing. So yeah, that's a shame we're going to be apart for a little while, because I'm staying on the boat. Literally, well, there's also 2 reasons for me. Literally, I can't really afford to just throw the boat in the marina for the next 6-7 months. And I don't want to. As much as I want to be with Marie through the pregnancy, just sitting around in France. I'm not working. I'm not going to bring you videos of sitting around in France. And it just didn't make any sense. So what I'm going to do is sail quite fast all the way up north, basically retrace the steps I did last year, and, well, not go back to Raja Ampat, but go back to Lombok and leave the boat there on a mooring at a friend's resort at their island, and it's basically free. I can leave the boat there, and then in start of October I'll fly back to France to be with Marie when the baby's born. That should, as long as the baby doesn't come a month early, I should be fine. You'd have to just hold it in to make sure that you come right to term. And then, yeah, we'll stay there for Christmas. And after Christmas, whenever Marie is feeling up to it and capable.
And if we have the paper for the baby for traveling or so.
We'll fly back to Lombok. And then we never went to Borneo or Sulawesi. And those places are both places I've really always wanted to visit. And we decided, with a new tiny useless crew member on board, to go back to a country where we understand, we speak the language sort of, it's warm, there's no cyclones, the boat's now in good nick, everything's good. That would be a great place for us to start our new adventures as a family, instead of going out in the Pacific and ending up having to leave because of cyclone season and things like that. We can stay up in Indonesia for another year now, and then make our decisions whether we go east or west, Philippines or Thailand or further across oceans. We can make that decision later. So that's sort of, Anyway, we'll definitely be talking more about that, but
that's the general idea.
Yeah. And as far as the baby goes, we're super stoked. We're thinking names. Anyone's got a good name? Put it.
No, it's already complicated together.
We've got so many names, and it's more difficult for us because we are multilingual. So one that sounds cool in English, it might sound crap or have a different meaning in French, and vice versa. And then, I don't know, just all the weirdo names that people have these days with spelling. We can, I don't know, you can put numbers in your baby's name these days, and it doesn't make any difference. But so we're working on that. But anyway, it's not too long now Marie will be going back to France. I'll be on my own. As I said in the last video, I'm looking for crew to help me. I've had quite a few people actually get in touch. Yeah, I'll be definitely taking some crew with me along the way, and it'll be, I didn't work it out, but it's probably a 4,000 miles, and I've got 3.5 months to do it, so I won't be, you know, stopping for long in each place, and it should be trade winds the whole way, so it should be pretty good. And this cat's going to earn its freaking money going fast and long distances. A lot of people since we bought the cat have put that decision down to Marie's influence, and it wasn't at all actually. She wanted a heavier monohull, and for me I wanted a cat just because I'd never sailed one, and I was interested in the extra speed and the ease of sailing long distances and things like that. So it was actually me that was curious about the cat. And,
but in a way, it's ending being a quite good
yeah.
decision, because having a new person on the
Well,
boat,
sort of, because
Australian,
it's not like the baby's going to take up any space. We're not going to
no,
give
but
it
it's
a
gonna
whole.
be more comfortable.
Yeah, but at anchor and that, it's going to be way more. Yeah, that's going to be cool, and longer passage is going to be easier for me to sail, and you know, we're going to make a big bed up in the salon and things like that. But yeah, it wasn't the reason we bought the cat because we were starting a family. Not at all. We didn't even think about it at this stage. But I guess things have a way of working out. So anyway, that's our big news. So yeah, on with the show from the Blue Mountains.
Yeah. And I hope, like, yeah, I know that some people who are watching YouTube videos are like not liking families or really loving to have kids and things. Anyway, I just want to say that even if we have a new baby on board, it's gonna not really change the essence of the videos. I don't want to put that as the new angle of our videos.
No.
We want to keep a bit the privacy of the kids. It's gonna change our way of doing things, of course, but it's gonna be not like a big changing in our adventures.
No, I think we're always just us. Our whole thing is just being honest, and that's going to continue. Yeah, it'll be a bit different now, but I'm sure it'll just be a new sort of different. And you guys have been watching us for a long time and have got to know us as people. Yeah, you just get to know the new little Bob, Sarah, Zoe, somebody that's going to come along and be part of it. Anyway, cool. It's good to tell you guys that, and I hope you'll all be excited as we are.
Yeah.
We also had a beautiful stop at Anvil Rock Lookout with the stunning wind-eroded cave and the amazing 360 view on the mountains from the lookout.
This view is really breathtaking. Like, I was knowing we're gonna go in mountains, and I know mountains because in Europe I'm living in mountains, but the landscape is so different than any kind of mountains I saw before. It's like plateau of mountains high, but at the same level, and some big cracks and this deep valley with the bush, and it's super green and the rivers in between. That's really amazing. I've never seen that before.
This small getaway on land was a really nice break from the usual boat life. Autumn colors and land landscapes are so different than what we are seeing from the coast.
Okay guys, rowing back out to the boat. End of this video. Had a pretty fantastic time up at Blue Mountains, to be honest. It was just good to get off the boat for a couple of days and see some stuff. I was feeling a bit guilty seeing Marine's been here a year and hadn't really seen anything of Australia, but we packed a lot into this couple of days, 3 days. Gotta say, big thanks to Andre for lending us the car, because that obviously would have been just not anywhere as much fun without our own car. So massive shout out, Andre. I'd give you a thumbs up. Oh, there's a couple of thumbs up. But yeah, really cool time up there. Yeah, our big news we shared with you. Hope you yeah, like what we've got going on and like what the future's going to bring. Obviously we don't know really, but we're just going to give it a crack, see how we go. Learning by doing, that'll be for both of us, learning by doing. And yeah, thanks very much to you patrons who are supporting our little adventures here. We hope you're enjoying our content, and will do in the future. Well, we're nearly home. And yeah, really amazing, you guys willing to support the work we do, bringing these videos to you guys. And all of you out there who some of you can't afford to throw some money, and we realise that, and that's cool, but a thumbs up, maybe a comment, share with your friends, that's just as important. And yeah, really, yeah, can't say thanks enough. And also, with a new family member arriving, a new mouth to feed, it's all the more important for us going forward. Yeah, I'm a bit overwhelmed. It's been a big couple of days. Anyway, next week's video is changing the standing rigging on Trade Runner. We've been doing that over a space of a few days. I've done it all myself, so I hope that'll be an interesting video. You guys can all save between $3,000 and $4,000 if you do it yourself, and it's not that much work, and I'll hopefully show you that. Anyway, yeah, tune in next week for that, and I hope you all have a really good rest of the week. Enjoy yourselves. You only live once. Enjoy. Bye bye.